Pakistan, a country since its formation, has been in constant turmoil. How did it get in the nuclear arms race? What's going on now? And what does the future hold? All questions we will be exploring. Here's Katie Talley talking to us about the events that started them on this journey.
Thank you, Lisa. In 1972, the first Pakistani nuclear power plant was built in Kahuta. After the crushing defeat of the Bangladesh War, Prime Minister Bhutto secretly met in Multan and committed Pakistan to nuclear arms. Assisting Pakistan in the plan to fulfill their nuclear dreams, Dr. Abdul Khan worked in a strategic position for 3 years and set up an intelligence operation. India launched the peaceful nuclear explosive Smiling Buddha in May of 1974, which skyrocketed Pakistan's goals for nuclear defense. Nuclear test sites were selected as early as 1976 in a series of underground tunnels at Kokumbaran in the Roscoe Hills of the Balochistan province. It is believed that Pakistan had weapons-grade uranium by 1985. According to Pakistani sources, they had nuclear capability by 1987. However, it was not until May 28, 1998, that Pakistan announced the successful completion of 5 nuclear tests.
Thank you, Katie, for taking us on the first leg of our journey. Now, to talk to us about present-day part of the journey, here is Morgan Fox with some important information.
Pakistan has the fastest growing nuclear arsenal. The country currently has about 110 to 130 nuclear weapons, but could grow to 175 to 235 warheads, meaning within the next decade, Pakistan will likely have the third largest stockpile of nuclear weapons in the world. Pakistan's nuclear arsenal has widely been seen as an attempt to dissuade India from attacking Pakistan. However, its expansion of its nuclear arsenal has led to a concern of increased risk of conflict between India and Pakistan. Pakistan is currently developing battlefield nuclear weapons as a further deterrent in response to India's war doctrine, Cold Start. Cold Start has several battle groups on a standby alert so that they can be ready to seize Pakistani territory. Thus, Pakistan has increased its nuclear developments in an effort to deter this attack. Pakistan's nuclear weapons are usually kept disassembled and in separate facilities. Thus, even if a terrorist organization gained access to a facility where the components are stored, they wouldn't find a whole nuclear weapon. Battlefield nuclear weapons, however, are kept as a whole weapon, making them far easier to steal. This raises the risk of terrorists obtaining a nuclear weapon.
Now here's Haley Stolp with another perspective on a present day.
Nuclear technology has been coveted everywhere. Pakistan has been characterized as having the world's fastest growing nuclear stockpile. As Morgan said, Pakistan has somewhere between 110 and 130 nuclear weapons, according to the SIPRI 2015 yearbook. The International Panel on Fissile Materials announced that at the end of 2015, Pakistan had well over 200 weapons. How quickly the expansion of nuclear technology in Pakistan has happened is astounding. The security of Pakistan's nuclear technology has been at risk many times. Pakistan is yet to declare any nuclear doctrine, and this alarms the United Nations because it is unclear how or when their nuclear technology will be used. In 2002, the president at the time, President Pervez Musharraf, said that nuclear weapons are aimed solely at India and would only be used if the very existence of Pakistan was at stake. General Khalid Kidwai later clarified that this could happen because of the Indian conquest of Pakistan's territory or military.
Thank you, Morgan and Haley, for the information about the present-day part of the nuclear arms journey of Pakistan. Now here's Zoe Hill to tell us what the future may hold.
Thanks, Lisa. Pakistan's nuclear technology and weaponry is continuously growing larger. As we presented earlier, Pakistan has increased production of nuclear weapons in response to India's Cold Start doctrine. In an effort to keep tensions from rising, the United States asked Pakistan to set a limit to production on their battlefield nuclear weapons. According to the Voice of America news website, battlefield nuclear weapons pose security threats because their security cannot be guaranteed when they are taken to the field. However, Pakistan refused to set a limit or put a cap on the number of battlefield nuclear weapons they will produce. This being said, there is no visible end to Pakistan's ever-growing nuclear arsenal. With Pakistan's federal government losing the support of the Pakistani people, terrorist groups like the Taliban and/or ISIS have been able to gain power and control. Pakistani people adhere to their religion for guidance much more than they adhere to federal law. This has allowed terrorist groups to gain power by preaching of religious topics and ensuring the people that their ways are of God. With terrorist groups gaining power, the United States and several other countries have expressed concern for the security of Pakistan's nuclear weapons and technology. As the federal government grows weaker, insider and jihadist alliances have the opportunity to grow stronger, which could lead to an eventual breakdown of federally guarded security systems. Although nuclear weapons are usually stored disassembled and in different locations, if insider jihadist alliances were to grow, terrorist groups could gain easier access to locations of where they store nuclear weaponry. According to former President of the United States Barack Obama, the single biggest threat to U.S. security, both short-term, medium-term, and long-term, would be the possibility of a terrorist organization obtaining a nuclear weapon.
Thanks, Zoe. So we learned where they came from, where they're doing now, and what potential threat they bring to us in the future. Now the question is, why do we care? India and Pakistan are the only regional nuclear states in the world to be locked in an acutely crisis-prone relationship. Heightened crises offer terrorists the most realistic opportunities to breach Pakistan and Indian nuclear security protocols and gain access to their arsenals. It could be the end of the world as we know it. We as the United States are in a tough position because our credentials were damaged by years of trying to help. Pakistan believes they can't rely on us. Until India's and Pakistanis' underlying issues are addressed, tensions will continue to heighten. Since both countries continue to grow their weapons, coupled with both countries not knowing when to limit themselves, we all should be concerned. We all need to care. Thank you for taking the time to go down this nuclear arms journey with us.